Corey Close says this is the best team that's ever played at UCLA. But Lauren Betts, is there anybody better in this conference?
UCLA only one loss all year.
Unbeaten in the Big Ten and #2 UCLA.
UCLA is not sharing this conference title with anybody. They're in.
UCLA Bruins are the 1 seed in their region. They will have home games in LA, the first 2 games that they play. First one comes up against Cal Baptist. That is this Saturday. They are 31-1 on the season. They are the Big Ten regular season champs. They're the Big Ten tournament champs. They lost 1 game all year, and it was to fellow 1 seed Texas back in November. This team is outrageously good.
And that loss to Texas was so long ago. And I like this team even better than I liked last year's team, and I loved last year's team.
Yeah, that's saying something, because last year's team made it, again, all the way to the Final Four, where this year's team is hoping to go once again. You know what's interesting? I feel like as long as Lauren Betts is playing for UCLA, she's going to be the headline. She's the Big Ten Player of the Year. She's the Defensive Player of the Year. That's never happened in the same season in the history of Big Ten women's basketball. But she might not be the reason that they make a deep run. It might be Kiki Rice, who's been playing fantastically the last few weeks.
Lauren Betts did her job. She got UCLA the Big Ten championship, the Big Ten regular season and tournament championship. She helped to get UCLA the #2 overall seed. But UCLA's future moving forward is going to be all about the guard play, and it starts with Kiki Rice.
What do you think she's been doing well? Because it felt like she's this quiet assassin on this team, because she's not garnering all the headlines that Lauren's grabbing.
Pick a stat. Go ahead. Any stat. Pick a stat. Usage rate. I am a plus-minus gal, unlike Dave. Plus-minus from last year. Yeah. Field goal percentage, three-point percentage, scoring, rebounding. Pick a stat. She's improved it all, Mike. And I think it really helped her when they added Charlize Ledger-Walker to the rotation. It moved her off the ball. It freed her up. She was able to come off ball screens, hunt her own shot. She's a viable threat and a go-to person in a short clock situation or end of game. I just think she's just finally lived up. Her skill set has lived up to her potential that she's had this whole season.
First team All Big Ten this year, along with Lauren Betts. And the depth they have is so impressive. Remember, Gianna Neepkins, the biggest transfer in the country. They get to come their way. Gabby Hawkeyes is still on this roster. But if you had to pick an X-factor player on the Bruins, someone we need to keep an eye on every game if they're going to go all the way, who's it going to be?
Betts. Sienna Betts, the other Betts, the younger Betts sister. She had a coming out party, and I feel like every year in the Big Ten tournament, someone has a coming out party. Sydney Falter. I remember when we won a Big Ten championship years ago at Nebraska, it was Rachel Terrio. Well, this past year, or past Big Ten tournament, it was Sienna Betts. She had a career high in that championship game. She outscored big sister, and she just looked really confident, playing with a lot of freedom, a lot of joy. And I just think it's a great luxury for Corey Close to be able to bring Sienna Betts off the bench, play the 2 sisters together, or put Sienna in when Lauren gets in foul trouble and not have much of a drop-off with the production on the offensive side.
They had never been a 1 seed ever in program history until last year, and now they've been a 1 seed in back-to-back seasons. The Iowa Hawkeyes looked like this when they found out that they were going to be a 2 seed. They will take on FDU. It's a home game for them. Once again, they'll be playing at Carver Hawkeye with 15,000 of the most passionate and informed fans you will find in all of women's college basketball. If you win, you see they'd have another home game against either Georgia, Arizona State, or Virginia. That would be coming up on Monday. And this is an Iowa team that lost an important member. Taylor McCabe meant so much to this team. She was a 3-point threat, to say the least. She's one of the best shooters in the country. They lost her and had to find a way to still survive. They've not only survived, they found a way to thrive.
And they struggled for a little bit. They dropped about 3 games during that stretch. They were trying to plug in Addie Deal, the freshman, and then they replaced her with Taylor Strimlow, and I think Jan Jensen found the right fit when she added Taylor Strimlow to that starting point guard spot. By the way, it's from now on, it's Taylor Strim Show. Welcome to the Strim Show, because she can go
They're
off.
Like 15-1 when she starts.
She's that good. Another one in that long line of excellent sophomores in the Big Ten. But Iowa's a dangerous team anyway because they're talented, they're skilled. They defend at a higher level than we're used to Iowa defending. They can score the ball. They've always been able to do that. They play at a faster pace. They play 2 post players, which is unusual. And they don't lose anything on the defensive end by doing that. Again, I like the combination of experience. They have Kylie Fearback, Hannah Stolke, 2 very experienced players, but they also have that confident youth, Taylor Strimlow, Ava Hayden. This is a dangerous team. And then the fan base, oh my goodness,
yeah.
I would not want to be sent to Carver Hawkeye.
It's a huge factor for them, these first potential 2 games. And by the way, keep in mind, Hannah Stolke's freshman year, she went to the national title game. Her sophomore year, she went to the national title game. That is one of the most experienced players in March Madness basketball you will see across the country. Iowa is going to be dangerous. Michigan has been dangerous the entire season. Oh no, why did she do that? Oh, that looked painful. Oh,
my hamstrings hurt right now.
I hope
the
we're
hamstring
okay.
watching that.
They're a 2 seed taking on the 15 Holy Cross. This will be in Ann Arbor for Michigan. It is only the 2nd time ever in program history they are hosting NCAA tournament games. If they win that game Friday, they will have either NC State or Tennessee after that. And this is a Michigan team that 100% has deserved this 2 seed. They've been near the top of the rankings all season long. Here's what Kim Barnes-Arico had to say.
It's been really special. You know, it's funny, we've like kind of bounced things off each other from the beginning of the year and bantered with each other from the beginning of the year. It's just nice to have that kind of camaraderie inside the building, that kind of support from the players to the training staff to the coaching staff, all the way down the line. It's really special. I think there's just really positive vibes all through Michigan basketball, period, men's or women's.
I mean, there's a very good chance this team will go down as the greatest Michigan women's team of all time. It's the highest seed they've ever had. If they make it to the Elite Eight, they'll have the most wins they've ever had in program history. They had the most conference wins they've ever had in program history. This is a remarkable team.
I think they'll be challenged in the second round, depending on if they play Tennessee, NC State. I think that's a challenging second round game. I like that they're at home. But I just like the way that Michigan plays. They play with so much toughness. I think they're tougher than either of those teams that they might face. What would be interesting, though, is again, I'm doing that thing coaches aren't supposed to do. I'm looking ahead, but to see if Michigan can make it all the way to a rematch with UCLA. But you know what you're going to get from Silas Orge. You know what you're going to get from Olivia Olsen. It's the other players from Michigan that really need to step up.
All right, so let's talk about that. You have Mila Holloway, you have Ashley Sofocanic, you have Kendall Dudley, but your eyes on somebody else as the X factor here.
Someone who I had was my early choice for Big Ten Sixth Player of the Year, and that's Tayala Del Foss. She has the potential of everyone else to just really impact a game in this tournament. One, because she's not circled on anyone's scouting report. I had a conversation with Kim Barnes-Arico back in January, and she got teary-eyed talking about Tayala. She just talked about how loyal the kid is, but she just also talked about that she had the biggest upside of any of that group of sophomores, and that's saying a lot because Olivia Olsen, I mean, she's the real deal. She's probably going to have her banner hanging, you know, her number hanging in the rafters someday. But Tayala Del Foss, there was a point in the season where she was over 55% from the field, over 45% from the three-point. You know, she was averaging about 5 to 6 rebounds a game. She's kind of taken a dip towards the end of the season. She needs to pick that back up. Her athleticism can be really disruptive on both ends.
I also, like you pointed out, a possible UCLA rematch. If they get to the Elite Eight, it could be Michigan, Texas. And remember, there's some history there. Layla Felia was a Michigan star who transferred away to Texas. Didn't really do much there, but it kind of rocked that program for Kim Barnes-Arico a little bit. Obviously, Kim bounced back just fine as they are a 2 seed in this NCAA tournament with a chance to make a really deep run.